Good morning, fam. What is crackalackin'? How is everybody doing this morning? It is Friday morning, TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. It is 80 degrees down here in sunny Florida. And it's actually pretty beautiful. The humidity is not high yet. It feels really good. But I come on here to talk about a few things today. I am very, very sorry that I haven't had no videos or nothing up at all in a while. I was having some problems, with the computer and this and that, and well, now the laptop that I was going to use, it's not available. So now, I got to get another laptop hopefully tonight so I can upload the videos that I have for y'all. I already have them edited. It's just I got to upload them to YouTube. And we'll start going from there. But I want to come on here and talk about mothers. That them women are like some of the best women in the world. If you're a good mother, take a pat on your back because listen, I've been watching a lot of TV, which I don't usually watch TV at all, and I'm seeing, on the news, these mothers that, they beat their child, or, I've seen a lot lately to where mothers are doing stuff and actually killing their babies and, killing their kids, and, I must have lucked out because I have one of the greatest mothers that you ever could have. And I know, I don't like to talk about it much because, I don't like to make my mother cry, but of course, well, for some reason, she likes to cry about if it's happy or, but, like I'm going to use my mother for example, and I'm sure there's other mothers out there because you actually see them. Like my mother, her kids, ever since we was little, has been her everything. My mom has done everything, sacrificed so much for me and my brothers. I feel like when we was younger, we didn't appreciate her enough, didn't tell her we appreciated her enough, didn't tell her we loved her enough, but, your mother can tell, you know what I mean? A mother can read you very well. Like, my mom, me or my three brothers can't just stand there and lie to her. You know what I mean? She can tell. You know what I'm saying? Even if we do not crack a smile, you know what I mean? If my mother looks at us in our face and we lie to her, she can straight up tell that we are lying. I don't know how she does it. Call it a mother's instinct or whatever, but she does it. You know what I mean? And she thinks she learned it from my grandmother because my grandmother's the same way. You know? And and I think that's where my mother got her mothering skills was from my grandmother. And that's actually a good thing because my grandmother is one of the greatest people that you will ever meet. She is like the most awesome lady. She's so quiet though, you know what I mean? it's weird because my grandfather's all, I mean, outgoing. When he was out in places, he'd hoot and holler, you know. He was always bringing attention to himself. My grandmother's the kind of woman that will sit in the corner and just look around at people, you know. Uh, but it's crazy. But they do say opposites attract, and I really believe that because, you know, my grandfather was way different than my grandmother, but you know, you can tell the love that they would have for each other, you know, and it's kind of crazy that, you know, if you watch the statistics, marriages nowadays, like if they last 5 years, they've lasted a long time. That's crazy, you know what I mean? My grandparents was married, you know, 50 something years before my grandfather passed away, and my other grandparents was married, you know, 50 some years before my other grandfather passed away. Yeah, both of my grandfathers passed away. My grandmother was still alive, and then my other grandmother just passed away 2 years ago, and but my mom's mom is still alive and she's in very good shape. You know, my grandmother never smoked a day in her life, never drank a day in her life. That's what I'm saying. She's like so different from my pap. You know, my grandfather's a military man, both of them, and you know, I got mad respect for my grandfathers. My mom's dad, you know, he's the one that taught me a lot. You know, when I was growing up, my dad wasn't there a lot, but you know, I get along with my dad now. But you know, when I was growing up, I think it's just that he was too young or something. I don't know. But my grandfather kind of took me under his wing, and you know, me and my brothers, and taught us a lot. You know, that's why I started learning to drive was from my grandfather. You know, my mom, you know, she had to break her back, you know, to raise us. You know what I mean? She was working, you know, these dead end jobs, and you know, but she was trying so hard, you know, to raise us on her own. So she goes and she gets, she starts going to school. So she's going to school, working full time, and going to school, you know, like, I remember seeing her, like, she would be so tired, but she would just push herself, and, you know, she made a life for me and my brothers, and, you know, we'll never be able to thank her enough for everything that she has done for us. You know, look, I am 1,000 miles away from my mom right now, you know, because she lives in Pennsylvania. And of course, you all know that I moved down here to Florida. And, you know, I moved down here, and it's helping my health with that, you know, that blood disease I got. You know, the heat helps me because the cold weather thickens my blood, and that's my problem. Is my blood gets too thick and don't want to run through my blood vessels. But you know, but anyway, you know, I am 1,000 miles away from my mother, and you know, she can't be there in person, like, you know what I mean? But if I would call her and I would need something, my mom is there 110%, you know? If I called her upset, she would talk to me until, you know, I felt better. And then she would, you know, call me, you know, text me throughout the day and make sure I was all right. You know, and I'm 41 years old, you know what I mean? And I guess, you know, a mother's job is never done. And, you know, I've never, ever heard my mom complain about having to raise us on her own You know how I hear a lot of mothers say, "Well, I raised my kids on my own," or blah 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 blah. I've never heard my mother say that, and I think it's because um, they actually I don't know why she's never said that, but she has raised us on our own, and she four boys, okay, and she did such a good job. You know, we're all grown ass men now, and anything that we do, and our mother is always there to tell us, I'm proud of you, and we've all played sports throughout school. I started playing football when I was in fourth grade or third grade, something like that. But me, my brothers, and she was there 100%. Never missed a game, never missed a practice. And like I'm telling you, she went to school full time and she worked full time, but she's never missed anything to do with me and my brothers. And like, mothers do not get enough appreciation. Yeah, they do have that one day a year they call Mother's Day. But listen, you need to respect and tell your mother that you love her every single day, because you never know what's going to happen the next day. And me right now, or even I couldn't imagine being here without my mother, because she's my rock, and anytime that I get upset or I need something, or somebody to talk to, or anything, the first person I call is my mother. It might sound like I'm a mama's boy. I mean, I don't care, but me and me, two of my other brothers, we all do it. We're the same way. If we need something, the first person we call is mom. We need to talk to somebody, usually the first person we call is mom, because no matter what it is, she will give us her opinion. And even if we don't do it her way, she will back us 100%. She's not one of them mothers that's saying, "Oh, you're just going to screw it up." No, she will back you no matter what you are doing. I mean, as long as you ain't breaking a law or something. I ain't saying that. Like, I ain't saying, if we go rob a bank, she's going to hide. No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, I don't know what else to say that I can get you guys, to realize how much you need your mother, and how it kills me whenever I see kids these days, using the F word in front of their mother, and talking back to her, disrespecting her. I listen. I'm gonna grab kids up in a store that I hear talk back to her mother that I don't even know. You know what I mean? Because listen, nobody's gonna do that to my mom. You know what I mean? And me and my brothers are the same. If somebody disrespects my mother in front of us, look out. It's gonna be bad. You know what I mean? And that's because my mother and me and my other two brothers, we have this bond. I don't even know how to explain. And I could not talk to my brothers, the ones I talk about all the time. Tony and John. I got my other brother Brandon. He's my brother. I love him to death, but he's done some stuff, and and he really don't associate with the family and stuff like that. But if he would call me right now and tell me, listen, I need you, he's done some stuff to me, but I wouldn't even think about that. I would try to help him through whatever he needed. But that's because of the way my mother raised us. And I could go weeks without talking to my brother John, my brother Tony, but and then we'll pick up the phone and be like, hey bro, what's up? We talk like we've been there, our whole yesterday, growing up we was hellions. We was. But, we didn't have, these arguments, but, if we had something to settle, listen, we settled it. We went out in the backyard and we settled it. But, all of us are living our lives pretty awesome, and it is because, that backbone that we have. That backbone that's spelled M-O-N, But, so, listen people, what I want you to do, if you still have your mother, just show her that you appreciate her as much as you can. Tell her you love her every day, because you never know what's going to happen the next day, and because I would be devastated if my mother wasn't there. So, just, instead of doing it that one day a year, make sure she knows that she's special, 365 days a year, 24/7. Don't let that woman feel like she is, not respected or anything like that, But it's like these kids I see on TV, that hit their mothers, and man, I wish a kid would do that in front of me, because I would be in jail. I'm telling you, I would be. But you know what? that's exactly, now that I'm thinking about it, that's exactly, if a kid would do that and somebody would say something about the kid, the mother's going to stick up for that kid. Why? Because she's his backbone. You know what I mean? And he will. And she will put up with so much just because it's a motherly love. So don't do it. Don't disrespect your mother. Think about it. That woman carried you for 9 months. She gave you life, and you need to act like it. And like I said, tell her every day, that she's appreciated, because I could never, ever tell my mother enough, how much I appreciate her. Like I said, she's there for us 100%. I'm 1,000 miles away, and anytime I call her, she is right there for me. And I can't thank her enough. So I am going to end this video on that. I am done complaining about people that disrespect their mother. So if your mom's close, go give her a hug. Let her know you love her. Alrighty. Hit that like button for me. Leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you want to think, talk about, see, hear, anything. All comments are welcome. I don't care if you bash me for what I say or anything like that, but leave the comments, hit that like button. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And turn your notifications on, that ding-a-linger beside the subscribe button. It will ding-a-ling every time I upload a message. Listen to me. Every time I upload a video, well, that begins if you have your, your notifications set on for it to ding-a-ling or ring or play a song or whatever it does, But right now, my phone ain't doing too much because I accidentally, it fell. I'm wearing basketball shorts, y'all, and last night my phone fell out of my pocket. Well, I was telling the wifey, I said, we went to Walmart, I was like, I must have left my phone at home. I said, I thought I had it. I was like, oh, well, I'll get it when we get home. Well, I backed up, you know what I mean? I don't pull in my driveway at all. I always back in, always back in. Well, I backed in, you know, I'm paying no attention. And I'm looking for my phone everywhere in the house, can't find it, can't find it, can't find it. So I tell my stepson something like, Aaron, let's go do, you know what I mean, garbage night, Thursday night. So, to make a long story short, we took, you know what I mean, we have motion lights, so whenever we're walking past the motion light with the garbage can, you know what I mean, the light come on and you can see right there, and I can see the, you know what I mean, the darkness on my phone, like right underneath the driver's side door. You know, so I went over there and I picked it up and flipped it over, and yeah, I ran my phone over and smashed it. So I don't know. You know, I mean, if you all can see all my luck, man. You know, if it wasn't for bad luck, I wouldn't have none at all, I guess. You know what I mean? There ain't no sense of complaining. But yeah, y'all just hit that, like I said, you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, turn your notifications on, smash that like button, and I will be back at you as soon as I can. I will be uploading more videos for you all to listen to me complain about everything. Alright, y'all, you have a great and wonderful day. This is Schizo, and for now, I am out.